Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? Well, make sure you watch to the end of this video as I explain the difference between the two so you have a good understanding of the market that we're currently in here in Vegas. Are we in a buyer's market or a seller's market? Comment below. I'd love to hear your take of what you think is going on here in Las Vegas. But I wanted to walk you through some numbers so you have a good understanding of what we're seeing and what we're dealing with here in town. Now, let's start with an equilibrium point, because that's going to be the determining factor as to what determines a buyer's market or a seller's market. So typically, if there's 6 months worth of inventory, that's kind of our equilibrium point. Anything that's greater than 6 months worth of inventory is technically a buyer's market, and anything that's less than that is a seller's market. Now, how do you determine the month's worth of inventory? You would take the available inventory that's on the market, and let's just say for the sake of this video, there's 15,000 homes for sale. And let's say there are about 3,000 homes that sell every month. You would have 5 months worth of inventory. But right now here in Las Vegas, we probably have maybe 1 to 2 months worth of inventory on the market. So you can see it is definitely a seller's market. And what exactly is a seller's market? You can see that basic supply and demand. There is just very, very little supply and a high demand with interest rates being low, first-time home buyer programs that are out there. So you just have a lot of pent-up demand from people that are also relocating from all over the country that want to call Las Vegas home. So with all those factors combined with such little inventory, you have a seller's market. Sellers right now are taking advantage of being able to put their house on the market and get 10, 20 plus offers on a single property. They can pick whoever they want, dictate whatever terms that they want, and the ball's in their court. So if you're a buyer in today's market, the one piece of advice that I would give you is just to have a little more patience. There's not a lot of houses out there to choose from, but the ones that do come up, you have to act quickly. But just make sure that you have your ducks in a row. You got qualified, or if you're paying cash, you have proof of funds to show your agent and the seller that you have the money to be able to purchase whatever you're looking to buy. And again, when I talk about having patience, just know that if the house that you see today doesn't work out, not a problem. You still have other opportunities that will come up, because I've been doing this for 15 years and I can tell you, as many times as I've seen people lose out on offers and feel like that was the perfect house for them, they always end up finding something else that's actually a little bit better or maybe fits their criteria just a little bit more than what they actually expected. So don't get heartbroken. Don't get your hopes up too much right now. Just have a little patience. Communicate with your real estate agent. Let them know what you're looking for. Have that open dialogue, because I think that's also another thing too that can help you get into your house a little quicker. So if you are thinking about purchasing and you haven't got pre-approved yet, send me an email. I'd be happy to get you started so we can start crunching some numbers and figure out what we can get you approved for so you can start shopping and looking for your next home.